right along with the Evo, getting it ready for paint, doing the final block. We've already hit this thing with 220, 320. Now we're gonna finish it off with 400 and just go over all the edges. We still have a couple little areas that we gotta do, but it's moving right along. The roof is gonna go in a satin black. So once we're pretty much done with the body, we'll go ahead and finish up the roof, and hopefully we can try to get the roof in the paint today. That way the rest of the car can get ready for paint tomorrow. So hopefully if in a perfect world, this can get painted by tomorrow. So that's good news. That's what we're aiming for. Alright, SOS fam, so the Evo is all masked up and ready for some sealer, some black base coat, and some clear coat. What we're going to do with this roof is we're going to add a little bit of matting agent to the clear to give us a satin black finish. We're going to take off for the day, but Richard, our painter, is going to go ahead and stay a little bit late and get this thing shot tonight, so that way tomorrow when we come in, this thing is ready to pull out and we'll be continuing on the prep work. So we're gonna leave off right here in the video and we're gonna check in with this tomorrow. So let's fast forward till tomorrow.
The next day.
And just like that, we are back in business. The roof got shot yesterday, so that means that this thing is ready for the final prep on the exterior and we can get this thing ready for paint. Okay, so here we have our full Sea West body kit. I've been in the game for a while, guys. This Sea West is not such a popular brand now, but back in the day, this is true JDM. So we're gonna start with the front bumper. The front bumper is gonna need a lot of work. Huge crack right here. Let's take a look at the bottom side. This thing has seen a couple bumps along the way. Cracks pretty much everywhere. This custom tow hook hole looked like it's been ran through a couple times. These canards have seen better days. Just gonna take these off. More cracks, cracks. This thing is literally cracked out like the 80s. It's crack everywhere. Rear bumper doesn't look too bad, but you know, if you look a little bit closer.
That's my fault. Look at it closely. Look at it closely.
You'll see that there's also cracks on this thing. So more cracks, more spider cracks. You kind of zoom in, you'll see all these cracks. This thing is cracked everywhere. So a lot of cracks. I think hopefully maybe the side skirts. The side skirts are gonna be, oh, more cracks on the side skirts. More crack. Anywho, it's up to us to get this thing looking right. So now that the body's done, we're gonna start working on this kit and get this thing banged out so we can get this into primer and let everything dry as long as possible. Then we can go ahead and start prepping and painting. So let's get to it, boys. All right, so we got pretty much all the body kit into primer. Again, we're using our epoxy primer on this stuff, so we've been sitting out here for a couple days. We're gonna start prepping these out here pretty soon. And over here we got the Evo getting all masked up, getting ready for its final stage of color. Right now, just going a little bit into detail into the masking, masking off everything engine bay, stuff like that. The hood and the kit is going to get painted separately, along with the wing and all that as well. So we went ahead and prepped out all the radiator support, all the fender jams, and pretty much took off all the moldings and everything around the car, including all the bumpers, wings, and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that today is the day we finally get this thing sprayed, because it's been a long time coming getting this thing ready and prepped out. Body is absolutely perfect, so we're really excited to see how this thing is gonna look when it's all done. So next up, let's get ready to spray this thing. Okay, and just like that, everything has been painted on this Evo. We got the hood over here, got the wing over there, bumpers, side skirts, and door handles. So that means we're gonna go ahead and let everything dry off for about 2 more days. And then we're gonna go ahead and start assembling this thing, getting it all detailed, getting it ready to go. So we're super excited, guys. We're almost there. Let's get this video wrapped up by the assembly process, details, and throttle picking it up. Alright, here we have the Evo in the mechanic shop. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing fully assembled and then do our last quick denip and polish, take care of any imperfections that are on the paint, and get this thing ready to go. Alright, Evo is finally fully detailed. We're ready to pull this thing out. Let's take a quick look at this paint job, and then we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the sun so you can see that pearl. So let's go ahead and take a look at this wet. Look at that. Whew. Jeez. With that carbon though. So I only went ahead and polished the hood actually. The rest of the car has not been cut or buffed or anything like that. It is just straight out of the booth. But even so, it still looks pretty damn good. I'm pretty happy with it. If they want to go ahead and polish this, they can wait about a month to do so. And I'm sure they have tons of modifications to do this thing. So we're going to go ahead and pull this thing out and put it out front and see how this thing looks in the sun. Here it is, the Evo in all its glory. The paint came out amazing. I love the period correct CWS kit on this thing, along with some of the carbon fiber touches. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this thing. Here is a little bit closer look of this pearl. What do you guys think?
Nice.
Drop a comment below, and I really want to know your guys' real reaction. Is this pearl too much for this car? Is it just enough? Does it give it a little bit extra? Now keep in mind, this is the factory color with a third stage of pearl added to it. So it's a two-stage color initially, and then we added the pearl to it on top of the base. And I think it came out really good. I love this pearl because like the cast is not too dramatic, but when the sun hits it just right, this pearl really pops. Along with the carbon fiber touches on the hood, the mirrors, the satin black roof, and the carbon fiber wing blade that looks really nice as well. The whole car just really comes together, and when the sun really touches, when the sun hits those corners, this paint really comes to life. It looks really good. The only thing I would do different is I would get some different taillights, different wheels, which I think they have already. And other than that, I'd leave this car the same. Oh, found a little bit of wax on it. Really happy with how this came out overall. This thing looks amazing. I think they're gonna be really happy with it. So we're gonna go ahead and put this thing away because it looks like they're not coming till tomorrow. So I guess we'll wrap this up tomorrow.
The next day.
All right, got the boys over here from Throttle picking up the Evo. Are you guys anxious to see this thing, or what? I walked you around the whole shop and you guys didn't see the Evo, so.
No. I'm not anxious, I'm more nervous. I mean,
what? Nervous?
I trust you.
Have I given you reason to be nervous?
Not yet, but.
Hold on, a long pause.
Not yet.
Not yet?
No, I'm excited. I think I'm always nervous to see it for the first time because when we pick out a color sample off of a card this big, it's always nerve-wracking for me to come see it sprayed over the car that has contours and body lines and those sorts of things. Because you never know, it could be terrible.
I wasn't here when you guys pick up the color.
Well, you weren't here for the color.
For me, it's going to be a total surprise. I have no idea.
And also, we do weird things like on the hood, we leave the carbon type stuff exposed, and we black things out, and like we make these decisions that in our head make sense. But
put into reality.
When you make it real and you see it, it might not look so hot. So I'm a little nervous about those things, I think, is what I'm more nervous about. We'll see.
Who made that call? You?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see this thing.
Yeah. Mickey made that call after that bumper was beautifully painted. But anyways, I'm gonna
No. Let's be clear. I made that call about a month before that.
Yeah, you did. I'm just giving you a hard time. But we're gonna go ahead and pull this thing out and show these boys the Evo build. So let's pull this thing out. right, guys, here she is. What do you guys think? I need your honest opinion, man.
She's hot, boy. You know, taking this thing from a race car, which is a fully dedicated track car with a crazy like white and blue livery on it, to what we have here now, it's a 10.
Way more elegant.
It's a 10.
When you guys said you guys wanted to repaint it blue, I was like, God damn it, we're gonna keep the blue, and now seeing the finished product is insane.
Got that. Got that Throttle SOS custom flake, baby. What's cool about it, and what we found on all the cars that we've done this on now, you see this car in low light, and it just looks like a nice factory paint job.
Till the sun hits it.
And then as soon as the sun hits it, it just boom, it's in your face.
Yeah.
And you can see that. I mean, even through the camera, you can see that.
You
Which
can
normally
definitely.
Normally this stuff doesn't show up on camera, but dang.
Great.
So yeah, I guess you could say we're super happy with it. Now we got to get this thing back to the shop because we have a lot more parts to bolt onto it and a lot more changes to make. But the exterior is looking sick.
Just stop by and check out the finished product when we're done, bro.
Oh, don't worry, we'll be bringing it by. I think I'm going to be driving this one a little bit.
Nice. All right, man. So, Evo is gone. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the quick but very satisfying Evo build series. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you guys liked anything in today's video, and go ahead and drop us a comment. I'm always responding to everyone's comment, or at least I try to. We're gonna go ahead and drop our Instagram right here so you guys can drop us a follow. Please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Here at SOS Customz, we got you covered.